guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 20 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with career mode. The next round we are going to is going to be Assen, so let's go over and see how qualifying goes. Okay, so it wasn't a great qualifying. In fact, I didn't actually put a time in, so we're starting down in 18th place for the race, which is not good. So apologies again for the second race of the last video. Some sort of audio trouble. I'm not entirely sure what happened. The first race was fine, but when I was playing back the second race, it was really choppy. And unfortunately, I think that this video might be exactly the same because I recorded these next two races straight after. So yeah, again, if it's a choppy audio, I apologise. I will make it quieter so that it's not deafening and doesn't sound too horrible. But yeah, I will see how this one records, obviously, when I play it back to myself, and yeah, adjust the levels if I need to. So we are underway. We've got a great start. We're already inside the top 10, so a good start for us on... Oh, that's Dalla Porta down. Lorenzo Dalla Porta crashing. So through turn 3, we got Lowe's on the outside of us at the moment. And now we're up to 6th place through Distribent, and then out we come. Oh, little tap there of Marini, which slightly went into the back of him. So slipstreaming Marini now, and we'll try and get past him. Here we go, that's working. Through we go into 5th place, just behind Marcel Schrotter. Now I go, oh, okay, steady on. Try and close down the tiny gap to Schrotter. And we've got Nagashima in 3rd place. We're already closing in on Schrotter a little bit more, so got to try and find a way past. In Moto 3, the AI went really wide through this corner, but no, the Moto 2's taken a much more sensible line. The Moto 3s were out on the outside curb, so you could get through really easily on them, but no, the Moto 2 taking a much neater line and not going too wide at all. Can't quite make it past Schrotter at the moment, although there we go, we're through into 4th place. So that could have been quite a nasty crash then, because Schrotter closed right in and I went sideways. So yeah, that could have ended up quite badly, but it didn't, so we're fine. So Bezzecchi leading, Bastianini in 2nd, Nagashima 3rd, we're in 4th place. So we're with the podium men at the moment. The good thing is, no sign of Baldassarri. We've obviously got past Marini, but our main competitor, Baldassarri, I have no idea where he is. So yeah, we will hopefully extend our lead, even if we finish here in 4th place. But hopefully we won't. Going to try and get past Nagashima if I can. Here we go, past him into 3rd place. And through on Bastianini? Not quite. Okay, so staying in... Now we're in 2nd place, so that's good. Okay. So far, so good. Obviously, we have got 6 laps to do around here. And we're just behind Bezzecchi at the moment. So try and get the run through turn 11. And try and close him down if I can. Through turn 12. And oh, I just realised that I've had power mapping 2 on for pretty much the whole first 2 laps, which is not good because we've used up quite a bit of fuel in those 2 laps, which is not ideal. That is not going to be good come towards the end of the race, so we're going to have to keep it on power mapping 1 for now. I was going to use power mapping 2 at specific points in this race, but I'm not going to be able to do that now because I've burnt off too much excess fuel, so we're just going to have to keep on power mapping 1 at the moment, and then if we've got enough at the end, switch it to power mapping 2 for the final lap, which hopefully will be okay for. Otherwise we might have to go the opposite direction and switch it down to mapping 0. So I want to use power mapping 2 on this section because I think we're going to lose too much time to Bezzecchi. So down into turn 7. So hopefully we'll be okay, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll just have to judge the fuel lap by lap. So we've got 3.4 laps worth of fuel remaining, and yeah, that is fine for the time being. I would try and just... we're almost on the back of Bezzecchi now. I tell you what, the right hand side of the rear tyre is really letting go already, and that is not good news. So the one good news is that the guys behind have dropped back, so it is just between me and Marco Bezzecchi, but the right hand side of my rear tyre is not looking healthy at all. It's not feeling good. It is sliding quite a lot, so we're going to have to go careful with that. Another lap done, 36.4 that time, so 0.7 to Bezzecchi at the moment. Down to turn 1. See if we can close him down. Come on. Yeah, qualifying just did not go to plan. Around here as well, you have to go careful on the inside curbs, because even if you don't go out of track limits, going on the curbs, some of them can still invalidate your lap time, which is a little bit annoying. So you have to go careful, and I invalidated too many laps and had quite a few crashes as well, so I just ran out of time. Hence why I couldn't set a lap time in qualifying, and we just had to start from 18th place, but we haven't done too bad in second place at the moment. Our main championship rivals are behind, but the right hand side of the tyre on the rear is really causing me issues now. So we're closing in on Marco Bezzecchi now. Okay, through we go of turn 10 and through turn 11. Okay, right, just try and close him down. Come on. Let's get him. We need to get him. Closing. Okay, we're nearly on the back of him again. Down to the chicane. Through the chicane we go. We've got a bit of a penalty there from that, so that's not good. Okay, we are closing. Come on, we can get him. Down to turn 1. The rear was up in the air. Got 0.2 of a second penalty, so we... Oh, shit. I just realised power mapping 2. I forgot to switch it down to power mapping 1. Look at our fuel. 1.4... Well, 1.3 now worth of laps remaining with our fuel. And we've got this lap and one more to go, so our fuel is not looking good at all. We might have to switch it down to 0. Because 1.3, that's not going to last. We're not going to make it. Okay, well that's not good. So we might have to switch it down to power mapping 0. If, yeah, let's do it. That is not good. Just when I was closing back in, but that was the reason we were closing back in, because I forgot to change the power mapping, and now we're running out of fuel. So this is not good at all. That's twice in this race I've forgotten to do that, and that's really bizarre. I think it's just the nature of this track. You're not really relaxing at any part of this track. So I just completely forgot about it. And I was concentrating, just trying to close Bezzecchi down, and it did not work. Okay, so... Oh, I've just picked up another penalty. That's what I mean. With that chicane, I wasn't actually on the green that time, and yet it still added a penalty on, so you have to go careful with the chicane. So, yeah, we've got 0.4 of a second penalty now. We're on the final lap. Through turn 2. Oh, no! We're down! We are down! The right-hand side of the rear tyre is not... Look how low it is. We've got moderate damage. We are behind our championship rival, Lorenzo Baldassari. Oh dear. It's all gone wrong. Luti's ahead of us now. Can I do anything about these guys? Power mapping on 2 now, because I'm sure we'll be able to get to the end now. But no, look. We've got barely any drive. They are just getting away from me. So we're not going to be able to do anything here. Let's not forget we've got that 0.4 of a second penalty as well, so we might not even finish in the points. It depends how many more people are going to come past, but we have got moderate damage on our bike, and now we are suffering big time. The right hand side of the rear tyre completely cooked, and got no grip whatsoever from it, and unfortunately just had a big moment with the rear through turn 2 and settled the bike big time, and that was it. So unfortunately we are way down, 10th position, but I think it's going to be even lower than that. We've got Fernandez and Digi Antonio just behind. I'm sure they're both going to come past. Actually, I don't think they are, but we have got that point for a second penalty, and I've just had a big moment again on the brakes. We cut the corner. Didn't actually get a penalty for that, but we got a penalty for kissing the curb on the previous lap. So I think Digi actually got us to the line anyway. So we actually finished down in 12th place. Not a good run at all. Unfortunately, I mean, I messed myself up just not looking at the fuel during the race. And we've got a 38-point lead now, so not disastrous. We haven't lost a huge amount of points. But yeah, right, it is time to go to the next round. 6 laps this time. Around Kimi Ring. Okay. So, off to Kimi Ring. Let's see how we get on. Moto 3 around here was awesome. The bikes felt really good. Moto 2, a bit more tricky. But I think we can have some fun around here. But the AI have been going quicker than I was expecting. And I wasn't necessarily quickest in FP3. So we've definitely got some work to do. We've got 6 minutes remaining on the clock. We're currently in 11th position. So definitely got some work to do. Let's see what we can do on this qualifying lap. First split is coming up. Yeah, we're just under the lap time at the moment, but not by much. But yeah, it's been quite tricky around here. FP3 was... I had to put quite a lot of laps in just to get used to this bike around here. And I'm hoping it's going to pay off for the race, but we definitely need some sort of result after the disastrous Assen. 12th place there. If we had got any more damage, then we definitely wouldn't have even finished the race. So yeah, you can get a DNF obviously from getting too much damage on your bike. I've actually tried it out in FP3 before, and yeah, your bike just completely dies on you. So hopefully we won't get something like that, but we are looking like it. Well, we'll see what the next split is. It should be, yeah, we are 4 tenths under now, so that's good. I mean, this has felt like probably a pretty, well, it's felt like a decent lap, so it may be my personal best around here. See what it is when we go across the line. Okay, drive to the line. What's it going to be? 47.2. Yeah, that is definitely my fastest lap so far. 1.1 quicker. There we go. Only half a second quicker than Fernandez in second place and Luti in third. So they picked up some pace towards the end of qualifying. Time for the race. So, I don't want to have the same mistake as last time. I'm actually going to go for a hard rear tyre, even though the track temperature is only 91. For some reason, the tyres don't seem to last with the Moto 2. So, yeah, having to go for the hard rear tyre. Obviously, the medium didn't last, and we had big issues with that, and obviously caused us to crash. So, fingers crossed the hard rear tyre helps us and lasts this time. So, here we go. Kimi Ring in Moto 2. Good start. We're still in the lead, just a short run to turn 1. Someone's already crashed. That's Aaron Canet. So Canet is down on the ground, so not a good start for him. Through turn 4 as we go towards the back straight. I'm going to keep an eye on my fuel this time and actually take more notice of it. So we've actually got a little gap already. When we get towards the end of the straight, I may turn the power mapping down to 1 on this lap, just to save a bit of fuel, because I don't want the mistake of what we had at Assen. So what I'll probably do now is just use power mapping 2 just for that long straight now, and see how we go. So Luti and Fernandez battling in the second and third. We've got a little gap at the moment, but that is soon coming down. So we're going to have to go careful and make sure that they don't come through. Okay, half a second at the moment. Still enjoying this track though. Had to almost relearn it with the Moto 2. But yeah, once you get used to it, it's still pretty good. I think I probably enjoyed it more with the Moto 3s. But yeah, still good track. And of course, we'll have to come here again for MotoGP. Half a second the gap at the moment still. So they're keeping me honest at the moment. I will try and just open that gap up a little bit if I can. This last corner is a little bit weird. Oh, that was Fernandez trying to come through. But luckily I took a bit of a defensive line through the final corner, which stopped him coming through. Down towards turn 1. That was okay. Going to try and get through turn 2 nicely and get a good run through turn 4. And get the run out onto the straight. Power mapping on 2 for this. And away we go. Yeah, that was fine. Fernandez and Navarro now fighting for second and third. So get towards the end of this straight. And then we can get on the brakes and power mapping down to 1.6 at the moment. That was fine through 5. You have to go careful through 6, 7 and 8 because obviously it's basically a couple of S's, so you have to go careful, and if you mess one up it is very, very easy just to mess the others up. So we are still leading by 0.8 of a second, so the gap's gone up a little bit. So that is good. Through turn 10. Keep pushing. We need to get back on top. Still surprised that we didn't lose too many points at all in the last round because Baldassarri only finished a few places ahead of me. So that is a blessing in disguise. But it looks like Baldassarri is not going to be towards the front of this race as well. Bezecchi's down in 9th. Baldassarri's 6th, along with Marini in 7th. Oh, that was the grass. So yeah, Baldassarri has stopped performing. He's yeah, gone off the boil a little bit, just like he did in real life. So Navarro fastest lap 1:48.5. Okay. Alright, well this is really going to help me out altogether with the point situation in the championship, but that's only if we finish in the lead and we get the win. But who knows what is going to happen because, you know, we crashed on the last lap of Assen. Not good. But the more people that can get in front of Baldassarri, that is obviously going to help me out a lot. Luti now up to 2nd place. So, seems a couple of different people featuring towards the front at the moment, which is nice. It does seem quite often that it's the same riders at the front. It was exactly the same in Moto 3. Got 0.7 of a second lead at the moment over Luti. Okay, through turn 10. Right, we are okay at the moment. Out we come. Okay, through turn 13. 2 corners to go, and that will be the end of another lap, but they've closed me back down, so the latter part of the lap, they seem to be a little bit stronger. So, on to the start finish again. So, 47.9 that time. Oh, 47.7 for Luti. So when I put in a fastest lap, they immediately respond. Lap 4 of 6 at the moment. 3 laps to go, including this one. Okay, can we stay in the lead? Or has Luti got something else to say? I mean, we've got a bit of a gap, so that is fine. What is our actual lead? 0.6 still. Pretty much 0.7. I mean, I'm feeling fairly confident. I mean, the rear is starting to lose a little grip at the moment, but not a huge amount. So, I think we're going to be fine for the rear, actually. It's nowhere near as bad as Assen. If it was, we would literally be struggling for grip right now. So, 0.8 the gap now. Through turn 10, up the hill, and down towards the next corner. Okay. This is where they tend to close me down a little bit. So I'll run through turn 12. Down towards turn 13. 0.6 at the moment. Cannett's making a bit of progress. He's up to 22nd place. Down to the final corner. A little bit wide, but not too bad. So, 2 laps remaining. 48.0 that time, but 0.8 of a second lead over Luti. So we actually pulled away a little bit that lap, so that's good. So yeah, penultimate lap, and maybe the rear tyre is now coming into its own, the hard rear tyre, because they look like they're maybe suffering a little bit. Especially coming out of the last corner, we are pulling away. I think they might have some tyre issues now. I think we might have played the smart one there. But it just seems to me that maybe the hard rear tyre is kind of the way to go in almost every Moto2 race. Because at least it's lasting. You just have to go a little bit careful on the first lap just to make sure you don't high side yourself. But at least it lasts. Because at Assen, theoretically, the medium should have lasted a lot better than what it did. But, I mean, the medium front is not doing great, but we're fine with the rear tyre at the moment. So that's my main worry, is the rear, not the front. I mean, we can get away with having a worn out front. Just have to go a little bit careful on the front brake, but I find that easier to manage than a worn rear tyre. 1 second is the gap, so we've pulled away a little bit more. It's felt like a good lap actually as well, so see what kind of lap time we're doing at the end of this lap. Into the final corner. Okay, run to the line. We've got 1 lap to go. Power mapping 2 for the whole lap. 1:47.7, fastest lap on the race, on the penultimate lap of the race. So let's do it. Let's wrap it up. Let's get this one sorted. Assen was a disaster, and we're already gone through turn 4 and not crashed on the final lap. We only managed turn 2 on the final lap at Assen before we crashed, or just after, because we unsettled the bike through turn 2. Yeah, the rear tyre is absolutely fine. The front is not great, but like I said, it's easier to manage a worn front on this game than a worn rear. So let's just get to the end now. We are going to win. That's going to be a good win as well. We needed it. We shall be on top of the podium again. 1.4 is our lead. Yeah, I think they might be having some tyre issues now, because I was the only one on the first few rows to have a hard rear tyre in. So the ones that have opted for the medium or the soft, they are dropping their pace a bit by the seams of it. So yeah, good move going for the hard rear. Just a few corners to go. Okay, 1.4. Just got 2 corners to go, and then we are done at Kimi Ring. Another win at Kimi Ring. Into the final corner. Out we come. Run to the line. That is a good job. Well done. There we go. Nice. Wow. 1.71 bite. So, yeah, that was good. Pushing on the last 2 laps definitely helped. But ultimately, it all came down to that hard rear tyre. 55 points over Baldassarre now. That is good. And 41 points behind VR46 team, which isn't ideal, especially after Assen. But before Assen, we had closed down. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to win the team championship again this season. Still waiting for the update to add a teammate. But not sure when that's coming at the moment. But hopefully it'll be soon. Okay. Nice one. Another win to our collection. Okay, so back to the menus. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's much better reputation. So that's good. Contract status secure for obvious reasons. We are leading the championship and looking very likely to win it. So, personal manager, we've got some proposals. Let's have a look. Oakley, oh, that's for Moto2, and Suzuki Parts Europe, but we've already signed with Hertz Suzuki, so that's fine. And obviously got LCR Honda as well, but now I'm just going to leave them to hang and just stick with what we've already got for the next season. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave this video here, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more content, and don't forget to stay safe and wash your hands. See you.